Alright, Schlockmeister fans, another re-review from my previous channel, Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone, the only movie I ever had to leave the theater for. Diarrhea. Let's check it out. Alright, we got this floating spaceship up in space somewhere, and the ship's having some issues. Like it's exploding. Just before it blows, an escape pod gets out. And crash lands in what looks like southern Utah. Inside those fancy helmets are three lovely ladies. They need to be rescued now, because they immediately get captured by these guys. Peter Strauss plays Wolf. He's some sort of, I don't want to say bounty hunter, but he's looking for some quick cash, and there's a reward for those three ladies. This is his robot lady. Here's the planet they landed on.
Medical expedition vanished 2031. Current status, quarantine restricted. Quarantine restricted.
So he and his robot chick land on the planet, and they immediately get involved in a space battle.
Why can't anything be simple anymore?
Just when Wolf thinks he might be able to get the girls, they get hooked away. Unfortunately for Wolf, his robot chick got blasted. She is no more. When he left his vehicle for a little bit, Molly Ringwald tried to steal it.
What the hell are you?
What do you think I am, you scrawny earthbag? No deal.
Since she's a good tracker, Wolf decides she can tag along.
You better be nice. You need me.
Which is what she wanted all along.
Ow! That way.
The person who runs this planet is a guy named Overdog.
But not fat.
This isn't him.
Those are so much nicer to touch. Especially if they have no scars.
Overdog is put off by scars.
The three ladies are going to be brought to Overdog as his
You
playthings.
will be friends, won't you?
That's not Overdog either.
Please, we just want to go home.
Molly Ringwald's character, Nikki, apparently she stinks, so Wolf's going to give her a bath. A little while later, they're visited by one of the Ghostbusters. Turns out Wolf and Ernie Hudson have known each other in the past. He's there to try to rescue the girls also. They have a contentious relationship.
You're gonna need a partner, Wolf.
He's already got a partner.
They're going to leave the Ghostbuster there, stranded.
Have a nice swim.
Wolf and Nikki end up in a cave with some slimy things. But they manage to escape in the nick of time. Finally, we get to glimpse Overdog, Michael Ironside.
You are pleased, your radiance?
You'll know when I'm not pleased.
At one point, they end up stranded in the desert. And guess who shows up to help them? Or will he help them?
I sure am happy to run into you like this. Well, after I got my wheels unstuck, I followed the tracks to that tunnel, found your vehicle, towed it back out, drove all the way down here looking for you. Mega credit.
They agree to split it all 50-50 and join together.
Look, Wolf, why would you need me to fly you out of here, Sector Chief?
They run into some more peril.
Why, they're children,
Small peril.
aren't they?
They arrive at Overdog's lair, where there's some sort of games going on. Picture like The Running Man, where the contestants will die.
Impressive looking son of a bitch. Whatever it is. How much of an India think is him?
A long dry day.
Of course, Nikki goes and gets herself captured.
Any candy? Dillies, gloves, snappers?
And she gets thrown in the maze as the next contestant.
I like her.
She faces all kinds of peril in there, but manages to stay alive.
Congratulations. You made it through.
Wolf shows up.
How do you know I won't double cross you and keep you both?
That's the end of Overdog. Now they gotta get out of there before everything explodes, but Ernie Hudson shows up to rescue them. He agrees to have her as a partner, and that's how our movie ends. Alright, let's talk about Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. As I mentioned at the very beginning, this is the only movie I ever had to leave the theater before the movie was over. I was a little kid seeing this thing back in 1983, and I got the diarrhea. Must have been the buttered popcorn or something, I don't know, but I felt I needed to go home. In retrospect, all I needed to do was squirt it out once, and I'd have been fine, but whatever, I missed it, and I ended up catching the rest of it later on cable, you know, a year later or whatever it was, and that's where I originally taped it, on a beta tape too. But anyway, Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. You know, I kind of like this movie. It's cheesy 80s fun, but it's I thought it was more or less well done, and it didn't bore me. It entertained me, so that's all I care about, really. It's a space thing, a science fiction thing where 3 women who were on this ship or something that exploded, they're the only survivors. They got stranded on some planet somewhere, and they need to be rescued. They ended up getting kidnapped, ending up in the hands of this guy named Overdog, who was played by Michael Ironside. And this one guy named Wolf, played by Peter Strauss, he is going to try to find them because there's a big reward out for them. So he's on this planet, he's looking for them, and then he runs into this little waif girl named shit, I forget her name, but played by, was it Nikki? Nikki, I think was her name, and played by Molly Ringwald. This was actually the last movie she did before she did 16 Candles and became an official member of the Brat Pack. But she kind of like tags along with him and helps him along to try to find whatever he's going to try to find these 3 women. He runs into Ernie Hudson at one point too, one of the Ghostbusters, and he's there also to try to find these women, but they have known each other in the past, so there's a little rivalry there. Eventually they hook up near the end. Molly Ringwald gets captured by Overdog, and she gets put into this maze type game where if you're not careful, you're going to die. It's kind of like the Running Man, like competition, kind of like that. And Michael Ironside, who's this cyborg thing up on this, I don't know, it's hard to explain what the hell he is, but he's the bad guy here, and he's controlling everything. Eventually, Wolf gets there, and they're able to basically short out Overdog, kill him. The 3 women are rescued, and Nikki and Wolf decide, I guess they were going to be a couple. I'm not exactly sure. Molly Ringwald was only 15 at the time this movie was made, and she seemed young in this movie still. But he's like, oh, I want you to tag along with me. And then they kind of embrace it. And not like a loving embrace, so I don't really know if they were going to be a couple or what, if he was going to adopt her, because that was part of the whole plot too, where he mentions how young she is, she's a kid, blah, 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 just out of diapers, whatever. Anyway, that is Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. It was filmed in 3D. That's how it was in the theater. That's how it was when I got the diarrhea. And that's it. So anyway, I have the DVD of this movie. I actually have it on a double DVD with Krull, but I also have individual Blu-ray of it here as well. From Mill Creek put this out. So anyway, that's it. Molly Ringwald, Peter Strauss, Ernie Hudson, and Michael Ironside. Again, does Michael Ironside ever smile? I don't know. Check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. Watch it. Bye.